up, guys? Mike here from criticalbench.com, and I got pro bodybuilder Ben Pakulski on camera today. We're at Powerhouse Gym in downtown Tampa. I'm going to talk to him today about Hypertrophy Max and phase 1 of the program. I had a specific question. It's focusing on tension. Now, Ben, I wanted to ask you, a lot of guys I notice at the gym, they don't have full range of motion. I see them cutting short. Even on bicep curls, it seems like they don't extend all the way down, and it's almost like you're setting yourself up for injury if you're not working the full muscle. And I know tension, it seems like you're kind of resetting it a little bit. Could you explain that a little bit more?
So the way Vince and I decided to design this program, actually it took us about 12 months in the making to design this program, because we really wanted to take a logical approach. We really just didn't want to throw something together and hopefully it worked, and maybe it did, maybe it didn't. So which obviously we wanted to be the best possible program. So we wanted to look at what was the most glaring issue holding people back. So as Mike says, range of motion. Most people, one, either don't use the proper range of motion, or two, more importantly, can't use the range of motion that you need to recruit muscle. Prime example being lower back hamstring inflexibility. And we're like, well, why are these people using a small range of motion? Maybe they can't. So is there a way where we can fix it and teach them how to move their muscles, move their body properly, recruit their muscles properly? So max tension is the first month. It's really about teaching your body new movement patterns, new motor patterns in your brain. So we've really tried to break up the month into addressing specific movement pattern deficits, which sounds complicated, but really it's a few basic things that average people can't do in the gym. So we wanted to reassess movement and have your body and your brain learn how to move properly through a full range of motion again, while optimizing tension. People don't really understand what tension means. It's kind of the proverbial mind-muscle connection you hear about. So really it was about teaching you new movement patterns and retraining these to kind of break old movement patterns. So a lot of stuff is unilateral, really just trying to open up fascial restrictions, train your brain so that these movements are natural and easy again. A lot of people just really can't do it, so like I think prime example being deadlifts. And often people it happens through your back, inflexibility, so you're not getting a proper range in your hamstrings. So we've designed the program specifically to open up these ranges of motions, open up that fascial adhesions. And the workout is extremely difficult, but it's extremely specific. So Vince and I have a really extensive background. I've studied biomechanics for 15 years, including a degree in it. So learning to open up these ranges of motion are things that people neglect. Typically people will get in the gym and do your basic squats, your deadlifts, your bench presses, but they don't do varying movement patterns so that your body's designed to work in millions of different movement planes, right? Not just meant to work like this. It's meant to work in all different types of planes, and when you don't train those planes, your body doesn't go there. It's not used to it. It's very weak in those planes. So when you ask it to go there, especially with a weight, it doesn't happen. So what we're really doing is focusing on creating tension at those extremes of the range so that your body can actually understand, hey, I need to be strong here too, and it's essentially rebalancing your body and teaching your body how to move properly.
It's almost like priming your body so that as you move on to the other phases,
exactly what it is.
You're going to have potential for more muscle growth.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're staying in this one range of motion and just working that, you're not working the other ranges, and it's not safe to be in those ranges of load until you break this up. You're not going to be able to build as much muscle.
We call it a strength deficit, which is the biggest cause of injuries, right? If I'm really strong in the middle of the range with the bench press, but I'm really weak back here, what happens if that one day I happen to go back here? Injury, right? So what we're doing is we're slowly training your body back to being accustomed to using these range of motion, the optimal range of motion. And there's so many that you would never think about, fully lengthening the bicep. A lot of people can't even fully lengthen their bicep or trying to fully lengthen their quad. Believe it or not, but most people may think their quads are fully lengthened, but a lot of it's actually happening at a pelvic rotation, that they're in fact not extending their quad. And there's so many things that you really don't even realize that you're not doing that we're going to teach you in the first phase being max tension.
Actually, in your seminar that you did at Live Large, I remember you talking about the actual full range of motion for like the biceps. I mean,
yeah, so like people,
it's like coming all the way up, and then it's the antagonistic muscle being fully contracted, and I mean, you don't see that. I mean, there's so much more range that people can be getting. Not that you would go to those extremes, but the range of motion that a muscle actually has.
And a lot of people don't really understand, well, okay, this is a range of motion for a bicep. So what does it really matter? Why do I need to take it through that range? Well, it ultimately comes down to a strength curve, and this is really, really applicable in the first month of max tension, and the whole Hypertrophy Max program is you can get strong at the extremes of the range. you will proportionally get stronger in the middle, and the muscle will become fully developed. So everyone's strong in the middle of the range. Like if I tell you to do a bicep curl right here, it's really easy. You're pretty strong. You can probably use a massive amount of weight. But if I tell you to do it here or here, you're probably really weak as a kid. So the idea behind hypertrophy max is to get really strong at the extremes, and most people can't even get to the extremes. That's why we thought for month one we have to address these muscular imbalances, this muscular adhesions that people just, the bad movement patterns, people just can't get there. So if you can't get to the extreme, how are you supposed to get strong at the extreme? Right? So that was the first thing we wanted to address, and it's been extremely successful. People have loved it. I've seen people change their bodies. You see people walking around with this type of posture, and to teach people how to correct that, it's so simple. It's a few minor corrections, but boom. Also, hey, my chest and back just grew massively. It's pretty cool stuff.
Awesome, man. Thanks a lot. So definitely, phase one is awesome. We just wanted to explain that a little bit, getting that range of motion, opening up the potential. If you're stuck in some kind of plateau, this will really be something that can help you build more muscle. All right, check out the link below for more info. We'll be back at you soon.